Alright, so the inspiration of today's video is a friendly gathering that I had with few of my very close friends. You see, it's 9:30. I'm the only one in the office making these videos for you, so it clearly shows that I am not a very social being. I don't really like to go out and party. I don't really like to do all that things. I would just rather come to my office, work, and make these things happen for you. But last night was different. Last night was a night when I was out with few of my friends, and I had this great conversation with some of them. I had this great conversation with a few female friends among them, and there was something very interesting, very exciting that forced me to get up and make this video for you. You see, we as men are told, we as men are advised to be a nice, smart guy. We as men are told that you should be humble, you should be kind, and you should be all the nice things that there is in the world. And honestly, there is nothing wrong with it. Honestly, that's how an ideal man should be. But the problem being Bollywood, Hollywood, and all these other stereotypical movies that screw up our thought process, that affects us in the worst way possible. I am done seeing the mankind suffer. I am done seeing the nice guys take it at their face all the time. So let's put an end to it. Let's conclude it for once and all. Gentlemen, my name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is Men's Essentials. Let's roll it. Okay, so here's the thing. Like I said in the intro, there is nothing wrong in being a nice guy. We as men are supposed to be humble. We as men are supposed to be kind. We as men are supposed to be nice, per se, to be a genuine, better version of ourselves. But the problem is, when there are these group of men who try to fake it, or the majority of the men population, when they try to fake it, when they try to put this fake persona, fake facade of being a very nice guy just in order to get laid or just in order to score this apparent woman. Now that's wrong, and that's where I think most of these social fuckery stems from. You see, if you believe in this typical Hollywood or in this typical Bollywood gimmick where a man is supposed to be this perfect man who waits for that perfect love life or that perfect love of his life for years in the making, and then one day when her high school sweetheart comes to him and accepts him for his loser psychopathic mentality, they live happily ever after. That is not how real life is. That is not how men and women are. That is not how a man should be in general, period. I kid you not when I tell you this. One of my friends out there last night, she literally got a text from a guy, a very good looking, handsome, a very smart guy, apparently, a very smart looking guy. The text she got was so horrendous, so dumb, that I could not even think of a man writing in something like that. Hey, just cause you're gorgeous does not mean that you won't reply. That is not what you do when you're trying to text a woman. Now, if you want a video, if you want a detailed video on how do you text a girl, do let me know in the comment section. I'll make it for you. But this is not what you do. This is not how you portray your alpha male characteristics or you portray your masculine being when you're trying to attract the opposite sex. You see, women are sniffers. Actually, they are way more advanced than any sniffers. They can smell out garbage, they can smell out fake, they can actually distinguish between a genuine and a fake personality like nothing else. And that's their trait. That's the way they have been brought up. That's their whole biological being. If you are this weird dumbass who's trying to play this nice guy card just in order to get in pants with this woman or just in order to score this apparent girlfriend, then guess what? If she's young, if you both are young, and if you apparently succeed in playing your nice guy card, then she will be done with you in no time, and she'll be so terrified of being with any other guy because you have ruined it for all. You were not honest, you were not being a man about your emotions, you were not being upfront or very genuine about your emotions. The only emotion you had to talk about was, I want to get laid, but then you couldn't convey it. You tried playing this nice guy card who's ironing her clothes, who's messaging her 24/7, and who's literally doing her everything that you should not be doing at the very first place. Gentlemen, you have your life, and if you don't respect your life, if you don't have a purposeful life for your own sake, then no man or woman is going to respect you or respect your life for that matter. Nobody is going to take you seriously. Nobody is going to appreciate your views, your belief in the life as you see them. That's where a man and a boy differentiates themselves in general, in life. Most of the men or most of the Indian men, to be very honest, to be very specific, are never really grown up men. There are a few guys who are my friend, I would not call them my friends, but they are so absolutely retarded that they don't even make any common sense. They don't even talk like a man when they're trying to make a genuine conversation with someone. Forget women. They can't even talk like a man to a man for that matter. The kind of ideology or the kind of thought process or the kind of intelligence and IQ they have is absolutely freaking retarded. That's just so downgraded, cheap and third class that you won't even think of a man being so naive and so illogical about life and human beings and man and a woman in general. And if you weren't aware, if you weren't sure, that's not where I would want you to be ever in your life. See, let's say you're in this college, let's say you're in this university where you have two different professors, right? Two different teachers, two different coaches who are grading you for your subject or for your curriculum. Now, Professor A grades you 90 out of 100 regardless. Even if you scored 50, she or he graded you 90 out of 100. You're happy, you're sorted, you're quite in merry with your life. But then there is Professor B. This guy or this woman is very strict or very particular about her grades. She will not give anyone 75 out of 100 no matter how excellent or how smart the candidate or the student be. So, you tell me one thing. Do you think scoring 70 on 100 for Professor B is more satisfying, is more interesting to you than scoring a 95 for Professor A? I mean, I hope the answer is clear. I hope you choose the Professor B because that's where I see the genuine growth being. So if you are this man who is the Professor A kind, who's just there all the time, giving attention to everyone all the time, then you will be treated like that. You will be taken for granted like that. But if you are this man who is the Professor B, who knows his time, who knows his self-worth and who knows his self-esteem, then even your 68 will be a 98 with the potential candidate. And in this case, that perfect woman. In a pool of 50 men, there are 150 women trying to get impressed or attracted to. Now the thing with this, the issue with this is all these 150 men are nice men or nice guys. They are always available, they are always pandering and catering to these mighty women, and these women are entitled and self-righteous as fuck. Now what this does to the apparent nice guy, this puts them in the friend zone forever. This does not turn on the new hot attractive women because they are not really looking for a man-child, they are looking for genuine men. So what ends up happening is you end up getting used, then you end up being a fuckboy, and then the things are absolute worse from there on. I don't want none of it to happen. I want you to have your self-worth so high. I genuinely want you to be your so damn best version that every woman be craving for your goddamn hey or what's up. Because that's how great your value can be if you work on yourself, if you do it right. Yes, money is a very important part of attracting someone or being a very good boyfriend. Yes, your social dynamics matter. You should know how to talk. You should know how to have a man-to-woman conversation. Yes, you should know how to flirt. Yes, you should know how to turn on a woman. Yes, you should also be very purposeful. You should also have a mission in life. And yes, you should also be very fit and functional at the same time. But there is no one wheel to the success. There is no one quick gimmick to it. You can't just have money and expect to have a lot of women clinging on to you. It doesn't work like that. Women are not attracted to just money. Women are attracted to confident, successful men who is an actual man and can have a man-to-woman conversation, can behave like a man, can protect a woman, can serve her well, can do all these basic things that a man must and ought to do in this civil world. Gentlemen, that's what draws women. That's what makes you a genuine good husband, partner or a boyfriend in the future. If you weren't planning to work on yourself, if you were planning to just be in the gym, have six-pack abs and expect every woman to cling on you, you're wrong. If you were just working on your money to make shit ton of money and expect all the women to cling on you, you were wrong. If you were just working on your social dynamics and upping your flirtatious game and knowing all the lines and being all smooth and charismatic to have all the women clinging on to you, well then you are wrong because none of it works like that. Dan Bilzerian may sound like a very funny name to plenty of you out there, but guess what? He is a very fine example of a modern alpha male. He's rich, he's smart, he knows game, and there is so much more to it. If you haven't seen the podcast that he did for Jocko Willink on his channel, Jocko Willink GRE podcast, hear it once. It's a 3.5 hours long podcast, but that podcast will teach you so much more about life or being an alpha male in life in general than what you would have learned in the shitty Hollywood and Bollywood movies. These movies are scripted to words, these movies are not real, and none of these actors and actresses in these movies do these things that you see them do in the movies in real life ever. Be aware of it, be mindful about it. Gentlemen, start focusing on your life, start working on yourself, start learning a thing or two about being a genuine man. If you are someone who passes some cheap ass comments to their friends or in a group, then you are an absolute jackass. If you are someone who thinks everything is funny, then you are an absolute jackass. If you don't have your life's purpose sorted, if you don't have a routine, if you are not disciplined and focused for your mighty goals, then guess what? You are an absolute jackass. And all of these things combined together make you a genuine 5-year-old boy. You don't want to be a boy, you don't want to be a man-child, you want to be a grown-up, genuine alpha male. Of course, there is nothing wrong in being silly, of course, there is nothing wrong in being cheesy, but the point being, the idea being, there is always a fine line, there is always a proper way, a masculine, manly way to do it. Few of my most masculine friends are aware of it, they know it by default, and like me who have actually read and studied shit ton of books for it, they were born with it. But then that's where they and these retarded little friends of theirs differ, and I don't want you to be a part of the other group. I personally want you to be a part of the good alpha male being group. If you are a nice guy, please don't try to fake it just for the sake of being a nice guy. There is nothing wrong in being a genuinely nice, concerned man, but that does not mean that you will let a woman decide your life or anyone else decide your future and let them and their thoughts control you. You have your own life sorted. If you respect your own life, if you are self-aware of your own self, guess what? Everyone will love you for that, everyone will respect you for that, and you will be the man of the hour, the man in the process. And there is nothing more sexy, there is nothing more attractive than being a genuine, confident, modern man. Not a boy, not a man-child, definitely not a nice guy. So the next time you see yourself doing something that is out of the normal norms, if you see yourself doing something that you would not do for a very good friend of yours, but you're doing it for this specific girl, then stop yourself and ask yourself this one question. Would I be sending this text? Would I be talking to her like that? Would I be talking to him like that if he or she was my normal average friend, if we were just good close friends? If the answer is yes, then sure, you can go ahead with it. If the answer is no, then you're surely putting in a lot of effort, and that effort is not going to take you any far. You have to respect your own life, because that effort is well worth invested in your own self. Of course, a life partner helps. Of course, a genuine girlfriend will help, but she'll only come into your life, she'll only be the superpower of your life if you are a superman yourself. You strive to be that, you try to be that, and I'm sure you'll be quite surprised. Anyway, that's where I'll end this rant, that's where I'll conclude this video. This is just an out of the brain rant that I had because I was really very pissed last night, and I didn't want any of my subscribers to be such retarded little boys who are not acting up and being a real man in life. I hope it helps, I hope it motivates you in changing your nice guy behavior, faking it, then rather being a genuine, honest man. Be a man, be a better man. Anyway, I'll get back to work, I'll give you more videos. You don't forget to dress up, stay strong, stay stylish. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one.